It's 2 a.m., your eyes are open, your mind is running laps, and no matter what you try, you just can't shut it off. If that's you right now, I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes. Because God actually has something specific to say about this moment. Not just a general, don't worry, something specific. And it will change how you sleep entirely. Here's something most people don't realize. Anxiety doesn't just pick nighttime randomly. During the day, you're distracted, work, noise, people. But at night, it's just you and your thoughts, nothing to drown them out. And that's actually where this gets spiritually significant. In Psalm 4, David writes from a place of being surrounded by enemies, real physical danger. And yet, look at what he says in verse 8. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. He wasn't writing that from a place of comfort. He was writing it from a place of threat. That peace wasn't the absence of a problem. It was the presence of God in the middle of one. So if you're lying awake right now, that's not a sign your faith is weak. It's actually an invitation. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Because most people quote Philippians 4:6 and stop too early, and when you miss the second half of that verse, you miss the whole point. Philippians 4:6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Most people hear that and think, okay, just pray more. But look at verse 7. "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Did you catch that word? Guard. That's military language. Paul is saying God's peace is not just a feeling, it's a sentry. It stands at the gate of your heart and your mind and says, you don't get in. But notice what activates it. Verse 6 again, with thanksgiving. Not just petition. Thanksgiving, before the answer, in the middle of the problem. That's the part we skip. We come to God with a list of worries, which is fine, He wants that. But we forget the thanksgiving. And that's actually what shifts the atmosphere of your heart from anxiety to peace. Try this tonight. Before you try to sleep, write down, or just say out loud, 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. Not forced gratitude. Real ones. Small ones count. Then bring your worry to God. And then just wait. Don't rush to sleep. Sit in that space. Hey, if this is helping you right now, do me a favor and hit that like button. It actually helps more people find this video when they need it most. Now let's keep going, because Psalm 91 has something to say specifically about night that most people have never noticed. Psalm 91:5 says, "You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day." The terror of night. The psalmist knew. There's something about darkness that amplifies fear. Scholars believe the terror of night referred to both literal enemies and the dread that comes when we're alone with our thoughts. Sound familiar? But look at the promise in verse 4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. That is not the image of a distant God. That is the image of a mother bird pulling her chick under her wing during a storm. That is closeness. That is warmth. That is protection. Here's what I want you to hear tonight. God is not annoyed that you're awake. He's not frustrated that you're scared. God is already awake. He was already here before you opened your eyes at 2 a.m., and He will be here when you finally close them again. Now, theology is important, but I know some of you need something you can actually do in the next 5 minutes. So let me give you a simple practice rooted directly in these scriptures. I call it the acknowledge, release, receive framework. 3 steps, straight from tonight's scriptures. Step 1. Acknowledge. Tell God exactly what you're feeling. Don't clean it up. Don't make it sound spiritual. God, I'm scared. I'm worried about this. My mind won't stop. He already knows, but something happens when you say it out loud to Him instead of just spinning it in your head. Step 2. Release. This is the Philippians 4 step. Physically, and I mean physically, open your hands. Uncurl your fists. It sounds small, but it's a posture of surrender. Say, I'm giving this to you. It's too heavy for me, and it was never mine to carry. Step 3. Receive. Quote a promise back to God. Say Psalm 4:8 out loud. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. You're not claiming something you made up. You're standing on a word He already gave you. That's it. 3 steps. Do it as many times as you need tonight. I want to leave you with this. Worry is not a character flaw. It's not a sign that you don't trust God enough. It's a signal that you're carrying something you were never designed to carry alone. Jesus said it plainly in Matthew 6:27. Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? Worry doesn't solve anything, but prayer hands something to the one who actually can. You're not alone in that room tonight. You never were. And the God who neither slumbers nor sleeps is holding every single thing you're afraid of so that you don't have to. Rest well. If this helped you tonight, share it with someone who needs it, because you probably know someone else lying awake right now too. And if you want more content like this, subscribe. I make videos for people who are walking through real things and looking for what God actually says. I'll see you in the next one.